You were taught Columbus discovered America. Here's what actually happened, and why the story you learned in school leaves out almost everything that matters. In 1492, Columbus set sail, not to prove the Earth was round. Educated Europeans already knew that. The real debate was over how big the Earth was, and Columbus badly underestimated the distance to Asia. He was chasing a shorter trade route to the riches of the East: silk, spices, gold, funded by the Spanish crown after years of being turned down by Portugal. He never reached Asia. On October 12, 1492, his ships landed in the Bahamas, in lands already home to millions of indigenous people. The Taino, the Arawak, and dozens of other nations had lived across the Caribbean for thousands of years, with their own trade networks, agriculture, language, and government. Columbus didn't discover anything indigenous people didn't already know. What he brought with him was colonization. Within years of his arrival, Columbus set up a system on Hispaniola that forced Taino people to deliver a quota of gold every 3 months. Those who failed faced mutilation, hands cut off, or death. Villages were raided, people were enslaved and shipped back to Spain, and entire communities were broken apart to feed the demand for labor and tribute. Disease followed just as fast. Smallpox, influenza, measles, diseases the Taino had no immunity to. Combined with violence, forced labor, and famine, the population collapse was staggering. Within a few decades, the vast majority of the Taino people were gone. Some historians call it one of the fastest demographic collapses in recorded history. The heroic explorer version of Columbus wasn't written in 1492. It was built centuries later, largely in the 1800s, as the United States looked for a founding myth. Columbus Day itself wasn't a national holiday until 1937. The story served national pride, not historical accuracy. Even people who lived through it disagreed. Bartolomé de las Casas, a Spanish priest who witnessed the colonization firsthand, spent decades documenting the brutality, writing at length about the abuses he saw, and pushing, unsuccessfully at first, for reform. His accounts are one of the reasons we know as much as we do about what actually happened on the ground. Even Columbus's own conduct got him in trouble with the Spanish crown. He was eventually arrested and sent back to Spain in chains after complaints about his brutal governance of the colonies he ran. Part of why the sanitized version lasted so long is simple. It's a tidier story. Brave explorer finds new world fits neatly into a textbook page. Trade expedition triggers colonization and mass death doesn't fit as easily. And for a long time, no one was pushing to correct it. That started to change, which is why some U.S. states and cities now mark the day as Indigenous Peoples Day instead. Columbus didn't discover a new world. He opened the door to its conquest, and the consequences of that door opening are still part of the historical record today, not a matter of opinion. Know the real story. Share it.